You ever see anything like this? The people out in redneck land, right? Out in the red states. You're talking about North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Utah, Kansas, Missouri, Idaho, and to some degree, I guess, northern Texas, Kentucky, Tennessee, and to some degree, Arizona. They think that this ain't gonna happen to them. And a lot of them are running around and talking about this a hoax. You know, well, you very little you can do with anybody who says that. But they think ain't going to happen to them. They think that, and they live in Sparta. They're not in heavily populated areas like New York City. So the coronavirus is going to take a little bit more time, but they're going to start dying out there too. What y'all going to do, Grandpa? You know, and y'all still listen to me. You don't support anymore, but you know I'm a truth teller. What you going to do when your wife dies? Hey, Sean Hannity listener. Listen to Sean Hannity tell you it's a hoax and this, that, and the other. What you gonna do when your wife dies, man? Hey, Grandpa. What you gonna do when your wife dies? What you gonna do then? You gonna still trust Sean Hannity? You gonna still believe Sean Hannity? What you gonna do when your children die? And for the vengeance of God will say he's not going to let you die. He's going to let you see everything that you love crumbles in front of you. That's what God said about the economy of America. Grandpa, hey, MAGA hat wearer, Silverado, Dodge Ram driver, hey, God's not going to let you die, but he's going to let everybody you love die in front of your eyes and leave you with nothing, holding your hands between your legs with nobody with you anymore. What you gonna do then? You still watch Sean Hannity? Huh? Is that what you're gonna do? You gonna still listen to this orange painted face orangutan? You gonna still listen to this face of this man with the orange paint on his face? Tribulation Trump? What you gonna do then, Grandpa? But that's what the Lord told me. That's what God told me. No, this is vengeance. This is long overdue justice. This is long overdue. America's been long overdue for justice. And probably would have come a whole lot sooner had these people not been marching around talking about civil rights and all that nonsense. They didn't get nobody nowhere. Oh, it may have gotten the basketball player a bigger salary and let him move to Beverly Hills, you know. Or it may have gotten some politicians the opportunity to be the mayor, like Harold Washington and Carl Stokes, you know, or Maynard Jackson, or maybe be a senator or congressman. But the ghetto is still the ghetto, and racism is worse now. You got young Japheth boys, 18 and 19 years old, who don't know nothing about cotton field, don't know nothing about Jim Crow, don't know nothing. You got 18-year-old Japheth boys in Mississippi, West Virginia, Maryland, Ohio, Indiana, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma. You got 18 and 19-year-old Japheth boys that got more racial hatred in them than a whole troop of Ku Klux Klan going back to the 1930s. And they weren't even born. But these young white boys got more racial hatred in them than you can shake a stick at. Civil rights ain't done nothing for that. But this coronavirus will. This coronavirus, oh yeah. This is the judgment of God. This is the judgment of God. Yeah. And they tell me judgment is a B-I-T-C-H. Now y'all hide the children. And they say, well, what that spell? I say, well, we'll talk about it a little bit later on. But what you gonna do, Grandpa? What you gonna do, Grandma? What you gonna do? When your grandchildren, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna lose everything you had. Now you're gonna know what it feels like. Yeah. But God says that you've been building this kingdom too long, and now he's getting ready to tear it down. This is a bit of a news blog we do looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part. making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.